I would actually go to Desmos, and I'm doing that now, and we can graph the ordered pair. So I'll show you that just in case someday down the road you want to do this. So you can label it with either that or the ordered or the letter, which I think is kind of handy. Just makes it look neat and clean and all that stuff. You can also change the colors if you want. I don't know if you know any of these interesting features of this, but if you're really, if you're really bothered by, I just don't like green, it's an Oregon duck color, I want to go red, you can go red if you want. If you don't care, you don't care. Now it's a little bit harder to connect them, but and maybe it's not. I don't spend that much time figuring some of these things out. But if you're curious, there's probably an easy way to connect these without drawing the equation of the line. What I like to do though is get those get that snip so that you can we can look at the triangle together. So let me do that. Go back to the other screen. All right. So any questions on Desmos or thoughts on that?
No, I think that makes sense.
Okay. All right. So now, if you can nicely if you can nicely graph the triangle, freehand, or you can use a ruler. Do you have a ruler?
Yeah.
Okay. It's better if you get, whoa, what is going on? I don't want that. All over the place today. Okay. Not that ruler. Line. Which is the line? Okay. So it depends how neat, you want to make this. It's just
Yeah.
not gonna work at all. Okay, let me just do it. I normally do it freehand. Okay. So there we go. Boom. Get those. And something like that. There we go. So now the median, any idea what a median line is?
The middle or the
Middle? Where does it start? I know it ends
it
in the
starts
middle.
at
Where does
one
it?
point and ends in the middle between two. So like A would
Yes.
go
So
between
so
B
the
and
better wording here is it starts at a vertex, like A. A is a vertex, and it goes to the middle of the opposite
okay,
side.
yeah. I have a definition here.
Yes.
Median of a triangle, a line segment connecting the vertex of a triangle to the midpoint of the opposite side.
So you have to be a parrot. You have to like repeat that when someone asks you. But you're going to
Mm-hmm.
get this on at some point in a test where it's going to be like, what is the definition of a median line?
Yeah,
Okay, so the first thing you need to do is determine the midpoint.
right.
Midpoint of BC. Okay, so uh, the way to do that is not to say, well, it looks like it's 6'2". That would be, maybe it's correct, but it's the wrong way to do it. You really want to find the coordinates of B, which are given, 4, 6. Coordinates of C, 8, comma, -2, and use the midpoint formula. Do you remember the midpoint formula
Yeah,
from? Okay, I'm writing it down here.
yeah, I know it. I'll do it.
It,
Is it 6, 3?
it is. No, sorry, 6, 2. It is 6, 2. It's 4 plus 8 divided by 2. 6 minus 2 or plus -2 divided by 2, which is 4 over 2. Should be 6, 2.
Oh yeah, okay, I got it. My bad. -2. No, it's on plus. All right.
Okay, now uh
Now we do the slope.
so now well, yeah, so first the next thing is like it says write the equation for this problem. Now, did your instructor specify what kind of equation of the line? Because there's 3 forms.
Yeah, slope. Or
Y equals mx plus b.
she had us do it in
Here's the next one, point
yeah,
slope.
that one. Yeah.
Okay. And it's important that you know this because you don't want to write in the wrong form.
What's that style or what's that form called?
Yeah. This is called point slope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, more definition. This is slope intercept. Good to have those down on some note cards. Okay. So your slope is the rise over the run. So you can either do it sort of graphically, where you look at it and say, okay, I'm starting at the origin, I'm going up 2 and right 6,
Yeah,
or you can use the slope formula. Which do you think you would use?
slope probably.
Slope formula? All right, so let's write that down. So the slope formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And you have the ordered pairs 6, 2 and 0, 0. So go ahead and calculate the slope, please, on that one.
Hmm. I'm getting -1 over -3, but I don't think that's right.
So which one are you choosing? This should be x1, y1, x2, y2.
Yeah,
Okay, so that would make this 0 minus
-2,
2 over 0 minus 6, which is -2 over -6.
making it -1 over -3.
Or just 1, 3,
Oh,
because
okay.
any questions on that?
No, 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 I got it.
Okay. So now when one of the things that I think really would help, and I don't know if you're big into language, but this is called point slope form. Like the words tell you what you need.
Mhm.
You need a point and a slope. You have the slope. Now you need a point. You can use either this point or this point. It doesn't matter. You get to choose. Like when they teach you in football on the return team, you just pick up a guy that's coming down the field. And you don't wait for your guy. You just pick up the guy that's coming at you to block. And you just pick the point, whichever one you like. Now, there's some advantages and disadvantages to each, but you just pick one. So let's say you pick the point 6, 2. This is now your x1 and your y1.
Right.
Y minus 2 equals, your slope is 1/3 x minus 6.
I have a question. In our
Of
class,
course. Yeah.
our teacher was saying that um, that after you find the slope, you flip it or you do the opposite of it, and then you plug it in. Is that not? Is that wrong?
That's for perpendicular.
Oh, okay, okay.
So there's you have to learn 3 recipes: median, altitude, and perpendicular bisector. Median is the
Oh,
easiest.
okay.
And so on your test, you're going to get one of each. Well, here's the median, here's the
Okay,
perpendicular bisector, and so on.
that makes sense. All right, I got that.
All right. So any questions on that?
No.
Okay, so we're going to do number 5. There's a lot of rinse and repeat here. This is a new triangle though, so I want you to do your best to graph it. I'm going to use the other tool, but go ahead and give me a solid graph of that, and then I'll snip in my the graph here as well.
Okay, sounds good. Wait, so if we're finding the midpoint for DG,
But no, I just want you to graph it. Just make a quick sketch of it.
oh,
I,
okay, yeah, then I have my graph.
okay, I don't because I know you gotta get a little price. I know it's not much, but um,
Yeah.
like, okay, all right. Now very important. Like it might seem obvious, but you need to identify the where D and G is,
Mhm.
and notice your instructor didn't give you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So I don't know what to tell you here. Uh, you you he probably meant, well, I don't even know what to say he meant. Sometimes you can, I'm going to say F because the F is near G on the keyboard. Actually,
Probably.
let's
Yeah.
look at the other ones. Let's see if E H
E is
uh
right by F.
yeah. All right, we'll find the DF here. But that's not possible either. Sorry. So D, oh no, that is possible. Okay. So DF here, it's some sort of a line from E over here.
Mhm.
Like you want to
Okay.
have some idea of where it is. Like it's like going to the wrong house. You know,
So
you
the
don't want
points
to do
I'm
that.
using are F and D, D and F.
Yeah. So first thing here is to find the midpoint between D and F. Let me know when you've got that down, please.
Oh yeah, I have it. 2,3.
Okay, 2,3, good. Not too difficult, right?
Mhm.
So now the median of, and you got to be careful there is you got to make sure you know the 2 points that you're using. You're using E, which is 8,0, and this median. So sometimes it's good to label that as M, median, middle, Matthew, you know, all the good M stuff there. 2,3. All right. So now you have to find the slope between these 2 points, and it's not always like a nice number, but give it a shot.
Is the slope 3/2?
It is not. You're doing this thing where you're thinking it goes to the origin. You have to use the two ordered pairs here.
Uh,
You find the slope between these points.
yeah.
Yeah, if it was if it was D to M, you got it, but it's not. It's from E to M or M to E.
All right, so I have 3/-6, but that goes down to 1/-2, or
Yes. So you've got 3 minus 0 over 2 minus 8, which is 3 over -6 or -1/2. Good. Now, write the equation of a line. Y minus y1 equals m x minus x1. What do you need? You need a point and a slope. You have the slope. Which point are you going to use? You can use either m, or e. You have to use a point on that line. So either one of those is fine. Which one are you going to use?
8, 0.
Great. So I want you to write the equation here using that point and the slope. You don't have to do anything but put the numbers in the equation. There's no simplifying, nothing more that needs to be done.
Okay. Y minus 0 equals -1/2 x minus 8.
Good. And check with your teacher. Sometimes when it's y minus 0, they just want you to write y.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So you
Okay.
might,
That makes sense.
yeah, it's a good question to ask throw up in class. Hey, I was working on this over the weekend. What do is this the right way to do it? It kind of shows, you're engaged and they
Mm-hmm.
remember that when they're grading your assignments there. Okay, so good thing about number 6 is we don't have to redraw the triangle because we already have it.
Yeah.
Problem is we actually don't know which median they want, which I'm sure will be a question in class. But let's say it's EF this time.
Okay.
So that means your midpoint is over here somewhere now. Okay, I'd like you to find the midpoint between E and F. And I'm just going to step away for 30 seconds. I'll be right
Okay.
back. All right, what do you got for your median?
Wait. For the median, is that
Yeah,
not
I'm sorry. The midpoint.
midpoint?
Sorry, misspoke. Good,
Six
good catch
comma
on
three.
6,3. Good. So that's, you can call that M if you want. I think that's a good idea. Now you need the slope. It's good to write it out. The slope from B to M, and the direction does matter. It's like left to right. And you can just use the graph to visually do this, or you can use the slope formula. Either one is good.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so for D to M, what points am I using? 0, 0, and
Yes. And your midpoint,
in 6 - 3.
6,3. Yes. You got it.
1/2.
Okay, so now write your equation of the line.
Y equals 1/2 x minus 8.
What did you use for your second point? What point did you use? Let me ask that. Because you should either use D or M because that's what the
Okay. So y minus 3 equals 1/2 x minus 6.
good. Good. It sounded like you were using point E for the first time you gave it to me, which would not work in this case because E is not part of the line. So there's a lot of distractions here because you're using all 3 points in this calculation.
Right.
So we'll do a couple more here. Hopefully you're seeing the pattern.
Mhm.
It's a set of steps here. All right, number 7. All right, so again, we got this issue of they don't tell you, you know, which M is not part of this.
Mhm.
Now,
This makes
okay,
sense.
now maybe what they mean here. Okay, actually, maybe I do understand what they mean. Is they want you to find the midpoint on the other side between H and I. So maybe that is why your teacher's doing this. I just I just don't. Oh, okay, that is what. Okay, I'm sorry. That is the style that your teacher's using here. Let me go back and so it's the teacher's. Um, I see. So you're gonna have an issue, maybe, but I wouldn't worry about it. It's just a homework thing. So when you graph this, what they're trying to tell you is that this is the vertex, and this is the point between the other 2 points.
So the point between the other 2 points doesn't actually have to be like a
Uh,
real.
y- yeah, I mean, what I was what
I
I
don't
was
know.
what
That's
I
kind of confusing.
what I was what I was trying to what I was understanding is like they wanted you to find between G and H or G and I, the median between that line segment, but that's not what the instructor is saying here, which
Mhm.
is okay. I mean, you need to know how to find the median. So this one will be more clear. Let me go ahead and graph it real quick and put it up on the screen there. Three, 5. And we got G, H, and I. All right, so here we go. I've got this graph, G, H, and I. So the idea here, when it says GM, it's saying you have to start at G and M is somewhere over here.
Mhm.
So M is the midpoint of H and I. And so H has coordinates 3, 5, and I has coordinates 7, -5. So
Right.
will you calculate the midpoint for us, please?
Is this just 5, 0?
Yeah, sometimes you can eyeball it, but it's good to get it down exactly. And then you've got that there. So now you have to find the slope from the vertex, which is G to M. So G has ordered pairs -1, ordered pair -1, 3. M is 5, 0. You have to find the slope. between,
Okay. Give me one sec. Two over three.
okay, so the rise here. So I get a different number. Um, so it should be 0 minus a -3
Yeah,
in the
which is
top,
four.
which is 3. Two double negatives.
Oh, what am I doing?
Well,
So
you're
one over two.
you're enjoying a vacation here. Okay, so now you have to choose either point G or point M. And that again, see how we've used all the points? We used H and I, G, and a midpoint. That's what I think is hard to do here. Is you got so many things going on. You just got to get, through the steps here. So you got to either use G or M and this slope to write the equation of the line.
Mhm. So then, wait, I can pick either point, right? Still?
Either point. The line has to go through either point, G or M.
All right.
Your pick.
Y plus 3 equals 1/2 x plus 1.
Yes, that's Y plus 3. And good thing you already changed the signs. That's awesome. You got it. Very good. Okay. Why don't you try 8 on your own here, but I will graph it. Let me get that graph up. We got JKL.
Excuse me.
All right, so I think I've got him. Yeah, I got him in here. JKL. All right.
All right, my bad. I'm almost done. All right.
All right. So here you go. You got this right here. JKL.
Yeah, got it.
I don't know if it's an L, whatever. The JM means it starts at J and your midpoint's over here somewhere.
Right. Okay, so that means our 2 points are K and what is that, an L or an I?
Yes. So you find the midpoints between K and L.
And what are those points?
Uh, K and L.
So it would be -2/2 for, hold on, I think I got it. Is it 7, comma, -1?
Use 7 - 1, yeah. Good.
Nice. All right,
So
now,
that, I think it's good to label it too, just to kind of, even if it's not exact, just you need a visual indicator, like we're trying to figure out this line right here.
right. So now do slope.
Yep. Find the slope between J and M.
3, comma, -1.
Which 2 points are you using for the slope?
-1, comma, -1, 7, -1.
Okay. Now, do you see the slope looks very horizontal?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have to try that one more time here. So we got in the numerator, -1 minus a -1, 7 minus a -1.
So -1. Okay. -1 minus -1. Is that 0? And
So it
then
doesn't matter what's on the bottom as long as
over
it's not
8.
0.
Yeah.
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 So the slope is 0.
Got it. 0.
All right. So the slope is 0, which may be odd, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So then you can use either point J or M. J or M, doesn't matter which one. And you write y minus y1, m, x minus x1.
So it would be y plus 1 equals 0, x plus 1.
This is again another question to ask your instructor, because this, I mean, even though it's correct, it looks really awkward.
Yeah.
And it is. It actually, I mean, 0 times anything is 0. The correct answer for me, what I would want to see, because I don't, this is a great form, but it's not always the best form, is really y equals -1, because this is a horizontal line.
Right.
Right. So any questions on medians? Any other thoughts on medians?
No, it's pretty, I like the concept. It's pretty straightforward.
Okay. Now we did kind of not do some of this, which I guess is, I don't know. I mean, sometimes I'm like, well, like you needed to learn how to do the median. So let's do, I wanna do this. I don't know. I don't like any of these questions for this, but let's go back to number 4. Um, I don't know how easy this is going to be. Okay. So this is the equation for number 4. So for number 4, and there's like, the way this is organized, it's not well. We've done if you look at the bullet point, it says for each problem below, plot and sketch the line. So we have done some of these, but not all of these. Like for number 4, we did the first thing and we did the second thing. We didn't do the third and the fourth. And I know that's maybe you'd be frustrated with me. Like to me, it's better to do like the same thing over and over again until you get it than try to
Mhm.
reintroduce new stuff.
No, yeah,
So that's why I didn't do it. But this is a full, it's a full question.
yeah.
All right. I just trying to organize my thoughts here. So the x-intercept and the y-intercept, let's actually do this one first. This one here, the fourth one. So
Okay,
this is actually much more straightforward than the other one. You're gonna put, in this case, -1 in for x and -2 in for y. So you're taking this equation up here and you're replacing y and x, and you want to see if the left is the same as the right. So we'll do that here. -2 minus 2 equals 1/3 x, sorry, -1, -1 minus 6. And you're trying to decide, are these the same? The left side the
so
same as
on
the
the
right?
left it's 0.
Nope, -4. -4.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Okay. And then here it's 1/3 of -7. Now, like I know as a student, like you like want to do the math here, but it's okay to just say like they're not the same. Like I don't know what this is, but it's not -4.
yeah.
It's not the same. I watched football, college football yesterday, and I see a new formation. I'm like, I don't know what to call it, but I've never seen that before. So I know it's not the same. So the answer is no. So it is collinear if this were, meaning what we just did, all this stuff here. All right, now to find the x and the y-intercepts, like lots and lots of work to do these. So the easier one is the y-intercept. You're putting 0 in for x. So x equals 0. So this becomes y minus 2 equals 1/3 0 minus 6. And then you are going to solve for y. So if you're not sure what I
So
mean
everything
by,
on the right first.
yeah, simplify on the right and then move this -2 over by adding 2. This does work. Like this gives you something.
Okay, so I'll do the right side. The -2 over 1.
For the right side, yeah, it ends up being -2. And then you add 2 to both sides. And you get y equals 0.
Got it.
Now, full disclosure, truthfully, right? Like you could maybe get some of this information from the graph that we did, but I'm showing you both ways, I guess. Yeah. So let's see if we can do this for number 5. I'm going to go back up and grab the equation for number 5. There's the equation for number 5. Let's do this. Grab this one. All right. So first things first here is we're going to determine if the point -1, -2 is collinear, just like we did. Yeah, you'll find you have to do things in order. You get them in the right order. So that means X is -1 and Y is -2. So you're putting those in for X and Y, and then you are asking yourself, is the left-hand side, LHS left-hand side, equal to the right-hand side? Like, are they the same? And you don't have to actually calculate. You just have to be like, yeah, they're the same, or no, they're not the same.
Okay.
So what do you think? Let me know what you get when you work this out.
On the right-hand side, I'm getting -1/2 parentheses -9.
Okay, so it's half of 9, basically. Half of 9 is 4.5 or 9/2. But really, you just gotta decide, is that the same? Is that the same as the left side?
No,
No, it's not.
not the same.
All right, so then the next thing here is to determine the X and the y-intercept. The y-intercept is preferred. Oh, we didn't do the x-intercept in the last one. We'll do it here. You're setting X equal to 0, and then you're solving for Y.
So everything stays the same except for X.
And this Y minus 0 becomes Y. So that's
y-4 equals y-0 equals -4.
to get rid of the minus 0. Like you're solving for Y. You have to get Y by
Y
itself.
equals -4.
Yes. Well, yeah, I'm sorry. You have -1/2 times -8. The negatives cancel. Y equals 4.
Got it.
All right, see if we can do one more here. 6. There's the equation for 6. Right, so I want you to do this part for us. I want you to determine if -1, -2 is collinear.
I'm gonna say that they are -3. Oh wait, I didn't put.
Yeah, it's easy to put them in the wrong order, and then they look like they
Yeah,
work. This one is no. They are not.
3.5.
I don't know why you got. I don't know why you got so many no's, but that's what your teacher decided. All right. This was not my best lesson, and I apologize.
No,
And
you're
I'm
good.
I guess